big. I think that's it. There he is. You guys ready? Let's pull it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh. Hey! And JB's on there! 600! 600! Yes! Yay! 600 mile time. That would be just... So here we are, back with the real supercharger. Okay, we are on the test track.
I'd recommend putting your head on the headrest.
Okay.
There he's ready.
Nope. Yep. Oh, there it goes. Oh, that never gets old either. We have the first 30 production cars here.
Wait, what?
Yeah, oh yeah, you watch it.
Well, why is he gonna throw it?
I don't know, but we're gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Just use a sledgehammer. What?
Well, maybe that was a little too hard.
I'm Eric, otherwise known as Derek, here in Shanghai at Gigafactory 3.
Ballapalooza. It's like tricks.
3, 2, 1.
Will it wipe is the big question of the day.
Will it wipe?
Generic cornflakes.
Whoa! It's raining cornflakes! Oh. This is trippy. Look, there's nothing here. Welcome, 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 everybody. Are you okay back there?
Yeah, it's
Technical difficulties.
funny bone, yeah.
We are off to a rocky start. Hello, everybody. It's a little weird. It is a Wednesday, and we're live streaming. So why would that be, might you ask? Well, in 10 minutes and 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, we have a Lucid Air Unveiling. And we want to check it out and figured we'd do it with you guys because we've been talking about it in our live streams, which if you don't know are basically every Saturday or Sunday. We kind of flop between the two. But we have a lot of fun, talk about a lot of fun stuff, and kind of want to go over it because we've been talking a lot about it.
Eric and I have not discussed our opinions of Lucid Air
We
whatsoever.
actually haven't.
We have I have no idea what his opinions are. He has no idea what mine are. So we're going to experience all this together and with you at the same time.
Yo, real quick. Watch Rebuild channel. I got your mail. Thank you very much. Definitely going to use those.
The package, yeah.
But thank you for the super chats. And Alex DS said, looking forward to the reveal. Alex in the UK, thank you for the super chat. Quick ice car reviews. Thank you for the super chat. Says snow question mark.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we had a lot of it.
We were okay. It was like 91 degrees on Monday, and then we got like freezing temperatures. We only got about 5 or 6 inches of snow. They predicted 15. We didn't get quite that just because it was so warm and nothing really stuck. But we still got about 5 inches overnight. Stormwatch wasn't able, so our power walls were actually fully charged from the grid.
Yeah, it's been nice because a lot of the state's been on fire recently. So now
It really helped clear out the smoke.
really
at least
helped
in our
clear
neighborhood.
that out.
So anyway,
Diego said no need for a seatbelt today, David.
yeah, this is totally different.
Seatbelt free day. Brandon said it's been raining ash by me. Yikes.
Yeah,
That's
Fort
not
Collins,
fun. Well, that and also in California.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, a lot out there.
So anyway, we have 8 minutes now until this. I guess we'll see if it starts on time. I have no idea what to expect, if it's going to or if it's not. If it's anything like a Tesla event, it'll be about 30 minutes late. Bazinga. And we'll see what happens. We don't have food. We do have drinks. I don't know if we want to make a drinking game out of this. Make sure you stay hydrated, folks. But we could say like every...
Stuck.
Are we stuck?
Yeah, it looks like it stopped.
Are we good?
Oh, somebody just sent a super
Are we
chat.
live again? Time out. Oh, no. Are we doing that today?
Might as well. Woohoo!
Oh my god, that shot way over here. He said one chest bump. Oh,
and we got
and
this.
you get a dog. He said one chest bump for this $20 donation. Like, we do a chest bump? That's going to end bad.
Chest bump? What's a chest bump?
I don't know. What do you mean?
I
Can you
don't- do we have to,
clarify
like, bump
that
chest?
in the comments, please?
I don't know. Maybe
so,
later.
Zach. But
we
thank
gotta,
you for the
we gotta
$20
talk about
super
Lucid
chat.
Air first. Come on.
Yeah. Wow, okay, here we go. It's going to be a day. Oh, I can smell that one. It
Yeah,
smells a little bit like fireworks a
Yeah,
little bit.
we only got like 7 minutes to get our initial feelings.
So initial feelings, we're
Or-
gonna pull up some shots from this. Let me see. Let's pull up. I got their like whole media press kit, all that jazz. Let's pull up this one and talk about this. I mean, I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, from this angle, actually, I think it looks okay.
The door handles
Looks similar.
are flush.
Yeah. Mhm.
We'd love to see it. Yeah, somebody commented massive wheels. Yeah, huge wheels. So
The lights are
there's
kind of
that.
cool, very futuristic on the headlights.
Yeah, I actually really dig the headlights. Now let's look at a rear photo because we always love those. Here's kind of one. I mean, the rear's not really doing it for me.
To me, that reminds me of like
But
a
it's not
Dodge or
bad.
something. It reminds me of a Dodge or something that's
Yeah.
already out there. I don't know what, but nothing that special about it from the rear,
Yeah, I agree
in
with
my
that.
opinion.
And then let's look at some interior shots real
Oh,
quick.
you should have done a side view first. Do you have any side views?
Oh, I think we have a side view.
Because I think we're
There
gonna
you go.
To me,
Side
it's
view.
like, I don't really like it. At least not compared to the S or like Karma.
Yeah, I would say the S looks better in the back.
Because this looks like it's more of a sedan, which I guess it is.
True.
It's not going to be the hatchback, so I don't really like the back part where it's where the trunk is, I guess.
Yeah. Getting a lot of comments about the wheels. Some people not too big of a fan of them. I mean, I can see that. Hopefully they have some more practical tires and wheels.
Yeah.
Let's look at the interior. So I've done a little research.
Okay.
I know what to expect from this screen.
Okay. First of all, I'll say overall, I think the interior's good, except for is that the HVAC controls in there? In the middle?
Yeah, it
I don't
still has
really
some
like.
buttons.
To me, it's like it looks weird, but the other
Yeah.
screens are all good. But to me, they could have skipped with the HVAC controls.
Agreed.
Just my opinion.
Now, of course, we got the model photo.
Yeah, getting out of the car. Don't see
For
much of the
some
car
reason,
there, but yeah.
They didn't call me to model it, so
Yeah.
a little offended.
Yeah.
It looks nice and roomy. Look at that
Yeah,
glass.
this looks like a really nice view. I do like the view of this, and it looks very futuristic, very
Agreed.
stylish, very luxurious,
Yep.
perhaps.
And in the rear.
Yeah, check out those rear
So
seats.
is it a 2+2?
It's 2+2, and look at the seats. The seats fold way back. If you keep going, they like totally
Let me find-
almost totally recline.
Yeah.
So that is kind
So
of cool.
as an executive car, I can dig it.
Yeah.
But a 2+2 is not.
Not good for. It's very limited. We've seen a couple
Yeah.
other cars that are like that, and Tesla at one time did offer, like executive seats in the
Yeah.
Model S, but they didn't recline nearly as much as that.
You know, so it looks like you have like a little like iPad down here, size thing,
Yeah,
and then
touch screen.
that screen. I'm kind of digging that front screen.
Yeah.
I
And if
can't wait to see what they say about it.
And the center screen too, it looks like it's kind of a floating screen. If you look at some of the other pictures, you can kind of see it's not like integrated totally in the dash. So it looks.
Oh yeah, right there. There's
Yeah.
actually a spot under it. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, I like the interior overall, except for like the HVAC controls, but I think it's nice.
I'm not a huge fan of the 2+2 design.
Yeah, again, that's
I actually
limited.
didn't even know it was a 2+2
Yeah,
until I
that
saw
really
it.
one of the Porsche. Which one has that? The Panamera or something like that. Remember, it had like 2+2.
Yeah, I think so.
And it's like, well, it's maybe comfortable for a touring vehicle, but
Yeah.
it would be greatly limited on like cargo because the Model S can do like everything if you fold those
I
seats
agree.
down.
And
This
actually,
wouldn't be able to.
let's move this up a little bit. Here, why don't you come over here? You can come up.
Oh, I get to move the front of the class.
The front of the class. I need to figure out how to. There we go.
Wow,
Okay, that way we're both kind of up front here today.
different.
We're gonna mix it up for you guys. It's a Wednesday. Here we go. So yeah,
I wonder what's on the touchpad. Is that just like
know.
HVAC?
I bet it's
controls
just like
for-
HVAC.
But
and
if that's the
stuff.
case, how come they have touchscreen HVAC in the rear and manual buttons in the front?
I mean, I hope we find out.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, it does look nice. I'm down with the like reclining of the seats, but again, you know what that's gonna cut out, right? Storage in the rear.
Yeah, a lot of cargo room.
Storage in
yeah.
the boot,
You
as
can
we
see,
like to
because
call
you can
it.
see right there, there's all this empty space, which seems
Yeah.
kind of odd.
Right in here.
You know, because that stuff stays there. But I think we've seen another car like that. I can't remember if it was the Panamera or some other car, but we saw something else that looked like that.
Alex DS, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Also says electrochromatic glass. What do you
That would-
think? I would love that.
We've been waiting for electrochromatic glass since the
On the
Model X
Tesla,
came
yeah.
out, but it's still not there. But we know that Tesla does have a patent or something on that, so hopefully we'll be seeing that in Tesla soon.
I'm digging this a lot though, that glass. But I mean, that's just gonna just be expensive to replace if you get a
Oh yeah, is
crack.
that like one big?
Yeah, it looks like
piece,
it's
or-
one big piece
Oh,
because right
weird.
here you can see it actually
Oh, that's a weird
continues
shape.
through.
So it kind of goes around. So it's kind of like the Model X.
I mean, it
but then
might be
splits.
one big piece of glass, and that's
Yeah.
just on the
Oh,
interior.
that's true. That's probably what it is.
Either way, though, that's gonna be expensive to replace.
Yeah.
And a lot of people complain about the 2,000 or so for Model
When
X.
the X first came out.
So I mean, a lot of people are saying you got a promotion. Congratulations to sitting up front at the
yeah,
executive
it's
desk.
It's not very often. This is like the second time I've gotten to sit up
I
here.
mean,
so.
it's really not
It's
all
a
it's
special
cracked
occasion.
up to be.
It's a special occasion.
Yeah.
I don't know where the camera is because I'm used to that camera
Oh,
over
it's
there.
right there.
So I keep looking over there.
It's that one. Chris, thank you for the $1 super chat.
Hey, Chris, it's Chris.
Yeah, it's Chris, everybody. Get some hands up in the chat. But
So what, you
yeah.
still got the timer going?
Yep, so we still got the timer. Let's go ahead and drag that screen down.
Oh, we'll see if they're on time.
I know.
But wait a minute, it says run of show.
So it's a
Oh,
it's a
it's gonna be
45-minute
45
show,
okay.
and then
Q&A
followed
would-
by a 40-minute Q&A, and then we'll obviously stay on after the Q&A so that we can chat. But the thing with this is we've kind of done some live stream stuff with this in the past. We did it with a TV behind us. We did it in the middle of the ocean while we were on a cruise one time.
That was a fun one.
But the way it's going to kind of work out is we're going to watch this all together, and we'll kind of give you some of like our live feedback during everything. I just want to make sure if we can get a thumbs up in chat if you guys can hear this. Can you guys hear this? I'm hopeful that you can. Brian Overman, thank you for the $5 super chat. Said nice job, gents. Thank you. Can we get okay? So you can hear the audio in
Okay.
here. Okay, good.
Can we hear it?
Oh, that's a good question.
It's like,
I don't think we can
oh
hear
wait,
it.
let's try. Let's try this.
Great, we can't even hear it. Let me
we
look
can
at the
have-
live stream real quick and make sure we're good.
We'll see if they really start on time though. It'd be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, kind of, I hope they do, but part of me hopes that I can fix this. Shoot the confetti for getting a front row seat. Thank you for the $5 super chat from Rich Rebuilds.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, we are going to get a slight echo because you are so close.
Oh.
So why don't we just turn your mic off,
Okay.
and we're going to share this mic.
Echo, echo, echo.
Thank you, Pete, for letting me know that.
Doesn't look like they're starting on time.
Yeah. Oops.
Oh wait,
Oh.
that was only a few seconds late. feel like we should be like sitting in front of it.
Oh, he said they can't hear the PC.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Hold on.
first of all,
Oh, no, there it is.
welcome to everyone.
You should be
joining
able
us here
to.
at Lucid's
Let me look.
headquarters in the heart of Silicon Valley, California. It's a really thrilling day for me to present the company and our first product, Lucid Air. When I joined the company 7
you
years
just
ago,
turn it on
I
and
set
come
a
back?
clear mission, and that mission was to take the electric car to
Okay,
the
yeah.
next level.
We're good. Sorry,
I thought that
I'm making
there
sure.
was so
I haven't really done
much
this in the
more
past.
potential in
But we're gonna need some audio.
which was yet unfulfilled.
So,
And we're
give me one
really
second.
close now
Enjoy
to
what he's saying.
fulfilling that mission with the launch of Lucid Air, which is going into production in our plant in Arizona.
Very similar to the
spring 21.
Gigafactory.
What really excites me today is that we'll, for the first time, show the whole lot collectively. We'll see the fusion of the art and the science, the technology, all coming together in an incredible product which will offer the customer so much more. Luxury and comfort, incredible performance, unrivaled range, so much space, just the volume of the frunk. And the HMI, it's a real beautiful piece of art, but the technology that underpins it is just out of this world.
Cool
What
boot
excites
up
me
screen.
is our technology is designed in such a way that it's truly mass producible. Our battery pack, our motors, our inverters are designed for mass production. And that means that
This
we
just
can
in.
cascade
Oh, I
this
tested, I
technology
think.
Oh, don't do
down
that.
through price ranges, and the man in the street will benefit. But you know, ultimately, all mankind will benefit because we all breathe this air. This is truly a team sport. It's not me, it's the 1,001 people behind me. My role is to catalyze all that brain power, fuse it together, and create a methodology and a steely determination that we're going to do this.
I think that's some really young employees.
We all start somewhere. No one is born with a blueprint for their journey.
Arnett, thank you for the $10 dono.
It's the building blocks.
Model
we
Y
first
does
play
great in
with
the
that
Denver
give life
snow.
its shape, where purpose reveals itself, and the pursuit begins in earnest. There's no legacy to prop us up, but then there's no legacy holding us back. We find our own footing, hitch a ride on a distant dream, and just go. Uncertain of what we'll encounter along the way. The people we meet, the challenges we face, the memories we make, the obstacles, and the breakthroughs. Searching for a window in a wall, then discovering a door.
We need a rap like that.
I know. I agree.
Not even our own doubts.
See,
or
doesn't it
those
look
who
like
doubted us
Gigafactory when we
stand
first
a
saw it being
chance.
built?
Season 5, first rate.
Momentum is a stubborn friend.
Smile. Start of the season.
Like explorers who eternally seek a new horizon,
Oh, it's
we
too quiet.
anticipate risk.
Pump it up.
We push past fear. Everyone stumbles when they climb a
Audio
mountain,
okay?
but not everyone can imagine the view from the summit. To others, our destination
Higher
seemed
or
like
lower?
a childhood fantasy. And it was, until we willed it into existence. Passion finds a way. Today, we celebrate all that we've done and all that we intend to do. We faced the future head on, persevered through the improbable, and stayed true to our vision, giving us the power to see where others couldn't. If the journey has taught us
I think we
anything,
should put letters on the top of
it's
our
that it doesn't
cars.
matter where you start. What matters is how big you're willing to dream.
Up in the drone shots and the police helicopters and stuff.
I bumped it up slightly, a little bit more. Hopefully that's okay for everybody.
The river is wide when I'm full of doubt.
Cue heavenly music. Good call, Jim.
When I'm wrapped with fear.
Oh, I love that sound so much.
accelerate the adoption of electrification.
Planet Musk vlog,
and
don't worry
really
about that
take
Streamlabs
the electric
message. I'll
vehicle
take
to
care
the
of it.
next
You're
level,
good.
and in
I approved
doing,
your
take
message.
the automobile to the next level. This idea of if we make this vehicle compelling enough and amazing enough, and we take away any obstacle in our consumer's mind of whether or not electric car is a good thing for them, that's the goal.
Ours is
That's
gonna
the
be
mission,
different.
is really to accelerate
Our
that
audio's
adoption
slightly off.
and make the best car in the world. When we were first thinking about the design of the car, I really wanted to create this vehicle that is effortlessly sleek, seamless, something that just flowed through the air without being overly aggressive. And through that vision, we came up with this idea of a jet, an aircraft. So early on,
Everyone asking about specs, we should hopefully learn about that soon.
Design and really
the prices
simplify
were,
the
like,
vehicle down
starting
to
at
its
80,000
very
going up to,
core
like,
essence.
169.
The car really has just one line that goes all
Light
the way
looks
around.
good.
And that became this key defining
Wait,
feature,
is this just
and
the-
all the other details play off of that one line. At the front of the car, we have this incredible light blade, and that's really enabled by our micro lens
Design
array.
looks good.
That allows the lights to be
For the
very
most part.
simple and very
butt.
linear. So we start at that front line and we bring it all the way through the fender, right up the side of the car and around the rear of the car into the taillight signature. This is enabled by the fact that we have our shut lines around the side of the vehicle rather than down the back. That allows us to have a single piece taillight from one side to the other. In fact, this is the largest taillight ever, and that helps create this seamless aesthetic. To me, it's really important to be bold through simplicity. One of the advantages Lucid has is our drivetrain components are incredibly compact and very power dense. What that allows us to do is think completely different about the space of the vehicle. In our case, we push all those components down and away and give all that extra space to the passenger compartment, and creates a very unique paradigm where we're larger on the inside and more compact on the outside. We're really redefining what a luxury sedan can be. As a result, we've been able to create this incredible front trunk, or frunk, and we're proud to say it's the biggest frunk ever made. It's got a double-decker storage, a fold-away cargo cover, and it really becomes an additional bonus of our space concept. The trunk of the Lucid Air is really split into two levels. The upper level is for larger objects, as well as longer objects, for example, like a surfboard, where you can utilize the split seat and allow incredibly long cargo capacity for the rear. In addition to the upper storage, we also have this second tier of storage down below underneath the bifold cover. And if you combine those two together, plus the frunk, you end up with a cargo capacity that is much greater than a traditional sedan and is more in line with what you would get with an SUV or crossover. Once we established this incredible space concept, we knew we had to think differently about the passenger compartment, so we really divided it into two zones. The front of the vehicle is meant to be more sporty. Typically, we do that in darker colors. As you work your way to the back of the vehicle, this is meant to be a more relaxing environment, and so those areas are always done in lighter, brighter colors to create this duality between the front of the vehicle and the back of the vehicle. We're going to offer two versions for the rear seating. The first version that we launch with will be a bench seat. We're also going to offer an executive rear seat. This will recline 45 degrees and take full advantage of the Lucid Air's rear space. In addition to this lounge space, we have this incredible glass canopy. And this is this whole idea of letting light into the vehicle and create a very open and airy experience. With this overall minimalist simplicity of the interior, it was really important that every detail had this feeling of quality and craftsmanship and care. And that's all about how you apply the materials to particular surfaces. It's important that the metal look and feel like metal, and how it interacts with the wood feels quality, feels intrinsically valuable. And it's that combination that really gives you that feeling of high craftsmanship.
I've always been drawn to sort of the beauty of objects and what makes something remarkable. The quality of the build. It's not just the materials themselves, but really how they all come together. That's been a very important philosophy of how we work. What makes something good design is creating with passion, creating with care, the fit and finishes, and attention to details. We're literally measuring the pitch of the stitch, the weight of the thread,
with
the
all the different
suppleness of the leather, How deep is the logo debossed into the metal? How it feels to run your hand along the wood, that it actually feels like wood. We're always looking at those little minute details, things that people probably don't even really think about. When I first started at Lucid, we didn't really know who we were in a lot of ways, but we knew we were a California company. It became a very natural fit for us to think about doing interiors and themes that were in very specific locations within California at very specific times of the day, and how the light would look like at those locations. The lighting in California is like no other. We looked at the day as a 24-hour period, and we started out at the beginning of the day in Santa Monica.
This reminds me of like Karma. What they tried doing. Yeah.
It was
That's
Big
what I was saying earlier with the
Basin.
seating. It seemed like that in the rear with the force.
At noontime, it was Santa Cruz. Sunset, it was Tahoe.
It's getting kind of deep.
And then near midnight, it was Mojave Desert. They all had very
Like some of
specific
these
and
color
really
schemes.
beautiful lighting
Yeah.
conditions that lent themselves to us starting to talk about what would these color combinations be and how we incorporate this idea. We decided to have our Dream Edition developed in the Santa Monica theme. It was really about imagining Santa Monica when the sun hasn't quite risen yet. It's very misty and
think that's on the
foggy, and
dash.
you're looking sort of this nebulous haze of grays and whites. We developed this beautiful graphite gray along with the ceramic white interior. We have silvered eucalyptus, which is an ode to driftwood. Santa Monica's the first part of the day. It's an awakening, a starting point, and that just lent itself to our first
That
introduction.
champagne color
It was
is
this
not-
Interior
perfect,
amazing,
natural
exterior champagne.
connection.
Once we established this overall feeling of space in the interior, we put a big emphasis on the displays, and we knew it wasn't about having the most displays or the largest displays. It was about what's the optimal position and form factor for the driving experience. As a result, we came up with this 5K floating display that is completely curved, optimizing the view and touch for the driver, as well as the view out to the road. In addition, we have a large center console
watch
display
Netflix on
that is optimally placed for both driver and passenger, and it retracts
5K is a
into the
little-
center console and
One thing to
exposes a
break.
large
Yeah.
storage area up front.
It can
We
happen.
also have an incredibly large center console. This has docking for inductive charging and phones, as well as 2 additional large
I didn't see a
storage
T-charger.
compartments, which is very unique for a vehicle in this class. Even though there was a huge focus on our displays and the touch interface, we still wanted to find that balance of the
those scroll wheels
analog
are-
tactile experience. So we put a
Yeah,
lot of
those are
focus on the
So
steering
I guess they don't
wheel
have a logo
and how the
besides
roller
the
toggles
name
feel
Lucid.
in your hands,
It's the Lucid Air.
as well as the center
talking about
console
the logo like
controls.
Tesla's
All of this
G.
still celebrates that mechanical feeling and the
Oh, wait,
physical
they kinda
touch of the
scroll
vehicle.
wheels
It's
too?
so important to balance the digital with the mechanical.
The roller.
When thinking about the Lucid in-car user experience, we realize that our customers are used to a very easy
Not a huge fan of the
device
mechanical
interaction
stuff,
with the
but it's
consumer products
definitely
in their
less
lives.
buttons than
And once
some
they
others
get
we
in
know.
a modern vehicle, that experience was broken. At Lucid, we really wanted to try and close that gap. As a result, our focus was really on this idea of simplicity, ease of use, and intuitiveness, and really having an empathy for our customer that would ensure the time in the car was time well spent. To enhance this, we knew the user interface had to have a certain elegance about it. That meant
me
a
of the
real
Karma
focus
too,
on
huh?
color,
Very
on
much
tone,
so.
and layering to create a certain ambience inside the vehicle that even integrated into the ambient lighting, enhancing the overall beauty of Lucid Air.
I like the roof.
This
And the
environment is
interior,
further
I like the
enhanced by
lights.
our immersive audio system, completely engineered and developed in-house, with 21 speakers around and above you and over 800 watts of power. Along with our partners, we're bringing a true spatial sound experience that isn't available in any other vehicle today. So the Lucid UX experience actually starts outside the car in our very unique Lucid app. This app will allow you to precondition the vehicle, set a navigation route, check your charge status, and even check upcoming charge locations. The app is tied to your Lucid ID, so as you approach the vehicle, it knows it's you, the lighting sequence is activated, the car unlocks, and the door handles present themselves. Once you get inside the vehicle, the car confirms that it's you,
Tesla.
facial recognition. This activates all your presettings and then loads the trip you just planned.
Alexa, lock the front door.
The front door is locked.
You can use natural voice commands through Alexa to play music, set a stop on your navigation, or even check your calendar and appointments. One of our key features is something we call application flow. When you activate navigation, music, or phone, you get key information and functionality up above. When you swipe down, that opens the full application on the screen below. The center display is also where you activate climate control and HVAC features, as well as settings.
That's nice.
We've enabled over-the-air updates, which allows it to stay cutting edge and refreshed over time. The digital customer journey is designed to be seamless from web to retail to application to overall
That looks a
in-car
lot like
experience.
Tesla.
We want our customers to feel like we've anticipated their needs without needlessly complicating anything. It goes without saying, we're all really proud of the design and key features that we brought into the Lucid Air. But this has only been made possible by incredible engineering and true innovation with our in-house technologies. Doing everything in-house is a belief-based philosophy. And to achieve that, you really need to attract the most brilliant engineers and designers in the world. So to enable the space concept to work, there's an old adage, if you want to break the rules, first you have to master them. So it required mastery of the 5 key elements of electric cars, electric powertrain, and we do all that in-house. So the battery, motor, transmission, power electronics or inverter, and software. It's this inflection point of hardware, software, art and science that really becomes fulfilled in our first product, the Lucid Air. To miniaturize, but to improve the efficiency at the same time. That is a really tough thing to pull off. You could do one or the other, but to combine the two, that's what I'm really proud of. So really, perhaps if we were to distill one key metric for the prowess of an EV company, surely it would be range. And I'm really delighted that Lucid Air has been independently validated as achieving over 500 miles as an EPA estimate. But you know, there's something which is more underlying than range itself, and that is efficiency. Because really, anyone can go and stuff a huge battery in an electric car and get a huge range. That's dumb range. What we want to do is create smart range. And why I'm thrilled that we've got over 500 miles is because we've done it with a significantly smaller battery pack. We are over 15% more efficient than the nearest competitor. So Lucid Air is achieving over 4 miles per kilowatt hour, which is really unprecedented for a car of that level of luxury and interior size. Now driving from here in the Bay Area down to Los Angeles and from New York to Washington, D.C. is a true reality. And I like to think of it as goodbye range anxiety and hello range confidence. I'm particularly proud of our battery pack for so many reasons. First of all, it's very sculpted and forms part of the crash structure and envelope of the car. The underside of our pack is just gently curved, forms part of the aerodynamic diffuser of the car. So our pack influences the range of the car, not just by the batteries that are in it, but because of its curved shape, makes the car more aerodynamic to side through the air more cleanly and get more range that way. But there's a whole other dimension to this. Its sheer manufacturability is a breakthrough. Our pack is designed like Lego bricks, designed for mass production. That keeps the cost down. It means that we can have a higher quality solution, more reliable. Looking ahead, it can apply to smaller, more affordable cars. And that's very much part of the Lucid dream and vision. Then we look at the core technology in that pack. The thermal technology is a breakthrough. We have a thermal system which is much more reliable, much more dependable, and more efficient than our nearest competitor. It's also more compact. We have a pack which can take 300 kilowatts of fast charge over 900 volts. No one else has that. This is a groundbreaking. We've developed the right cell chemistry with our cell supply partners, a unique design of cell for Lucid Air. So the pack is a multi-dimensional, multifunctional, integral part of the core architecture of the vehicle. A really big part of our battery pack technology is our BMS, or battery monitoring system. And it's so instrumental in monitoring the health of the battery. But BMS does so much more than that. It helps our thermal management, and it helps the life expectancy of the pack. And it is a significant contributor to range efficiency. I'm particularly proud that over the last 2 years, Lucid, under its Ativa technology wing, has been the official supplier for all 24 cars in the world's premier electric race car series, the World Championship. That pack was created, conceived, engineered, developed, and is actually manufactured here in this very building. And that pack really transformed the sport. We offer double the capacity of its predecessor. It allowed, finally, a car to run a complete race distance with a single charge. We've had 0 failures. We've had 100% reliability. We've accrued so much knowledge that that technology that we've developed and finessed on the racetracks is now finding its way directly into the Lucid Air, and everyone who drives a Lucid will know that underneath their feet is race-proven battery technology. The surprising thing here is the performance of the car. And I may like fast cars, but honestly, I didn't set out to create a car as fast as Lucid Air. I set out to create a car with amazing range that was really going to change the world.
It does seem a lot more expensive.
Even with my desire to make that range happen with the smallest pack imaginable, even with great efficiency that we've got, we still need a relatively large pack. And the byproduct of that is, if you've got a relatively large amount of energy,
if you want a real driver, Lucid, hit me up.
With a relatively large amount of available power. So all we needed to do was make our motors and inverters and the rest of the system large enough to actually use that power that's available. And you might think we'd end up with unduly inefficient other elements.
Quick.
No, this miniaturization process and this relentless search for efficiency has resulted in the rest of the system being minute, and yet, unbelievably,
the price I
we have
think is
over
supposed to max
1,000
out about like
horsepower.
169.
I'm particularly proud of the
buy, like,
motor
2
that we've
Teslas for
developed
that
in-house because it's done 2 things. We've miniaturized it, and at the same time, we've made it super efficient and power dense. And that's really a rare combination. We've been able to achieve that because we've got some real joined-up thinking between motor and transmission team. In fact, they're not 2 separate teams. They operate together as a single team because we think of the motor and transmission here at Lucid as a single inertial system. And that's led to quite a breakthrough. Our motor systems are complete units. That's electric motor, transmission, differential, and inverter. That is a unit just this size. It weighs 73 kilos and is up to 500 kilowatts. There is nothing else in the marketplace even close to that. Now, because our motors are so compact, we're able to fit them in different configurations within the car. We can fit 1, 2, or 3, each of which are 600 horsepower. But this is the beauty of this sort of joined-up thinking, and this is all synergistic with the space concept. So we've spoken a lot about how we've reduced the size of the power units, but the space concept extends beyond that. We have a very innovative heating, ventilation, air conditioning system, a HVAC. We have 2 independent blower channels to feed air into the front of the cabin and the expansive rear of the cabin. Conventional car has a single blower, which is often a noisy thing, inside the cabin with the occupants. We've got 2 blowers outside of the cabin, and they fit neatly integrated right above the front power unit. And this gives space not just for the occupants, but it creates a space concept for the frunk, which is unparalleled in its volume. And in fact, we can fit the volume of 4 competitor EVs' frunks, all in our single frunk with litres to spare.
Oh, Tesla's
Not only
Just
do we
over there.
develop HVAC systems and the thermal systems fully in-house, we actually develop a whole host of cutting-edge technologies and systems with an absolute industry-leading expert team. One to mention would be our 12-volt, highly redundant Ethernet architecture, and that ensures redundancy for data management. Not only have we built a hardware-based security into our gateway controllers, but the high-bandwidth Ethernet and code structure that we are using for the message transfer ensures that we are a very safe network. At the core of our Dream Drive system, we have a host of 32 ADAS sensors built into the car. That's comprised of ultrasonic sensors, radar sensors, and a industry-first high-definition LiDAR system that generates a very high-res point cloud that we can use to identify objects in front of the vehicle. We fuse this data from this high-res LiDAR with the data we are getting from the radars and the cameras and create a realistic and redundant space for the vehicle to find its path in. We also have a camera inside the car, a driver monitoring system. The key benefit is that the car knows where the driver is looking and whether he's attentive and can take over in tricky situations. On top of that, the driver monitoring system enables comfort features that would be driven by facial recognition. Part of the Dream Drive system is, of course, a state-of-the-art park assist system that lets you hands-off park into tight parking spots with no fear of scratching your rims. Like all features in the Lucid Air, we can update the whole Dream Drive experience over the air over time with potential to grow into a full autonomous driving system and keep the system fresh, attentive, and state-of-the-art. And it'll be standard on the Dream Edition of the Lucid Air. In addition to the active safety that we are covering with Dream Drive system, we have focused a lot of attention and ingenuity on developing a super safe passive safety system. And that's comprised of a very safe passenger cell. We have developed a comprehensive airbag and seatbelt suite that will achieve 5-star safety rating in the US NCAP safety rating standards. I'm particularly proud that we've been able to re-engineer a headlamp completely. We're using our micro-lens array optical system. A key benefit of these micro-lens arrays is also that we can maintain a very high level of efficiency of energy that we convert into light. Miniaturizing the light module enables us to have the slimmest light output aperture in the industry. On top of that, it's also the most luminant light. It's super bright. A further innovation is a solid-state swiveling high beam, and we've got thousands of little optical channels that distribute the light super evenly onto the road in front of the driver. And with that projection of thousands of images on top of each other, we actually achieve the most homogeneous headlight of any car out there. That was only possible because we have a stellar in-house optical engineering team. It's a completely rethought technology approach to a headlamp. Another aspect that's fully developed in-house is our 924-volt architecture, and that enables us to develop components that are both very, very efficient and also very, very powerful. The advantages of having a 900-volt architecture is that we can actually charge the car really, really fast. And that brings me to our fully in-house developed onboard charging system, the Wunderbox, as we call it. The Wunderbox is a real miracle, as Wunder stipulates. Traditionally, the systems we have integrated into the Wunderbox would be all separate. By integrating them into one housing, ultra-compactly packaged, we've managed to give that space back to the occupant. It is ultra-efficient by using silicon carbide chip technology for the switching, and we've actually tied it into the crash structure of the vehicle. We can charge with this Wunderbox up to 924 volts. We have a built-in DC-DC converter that provides 400 volts to vehicle systems. And one of the most customer-important systems, I feel, is the bidirectionality that we've built into our Wunderbox. Not only can we charge the car from your house, the car can also supply power to your house, which is a whole new world of features. This will enable you to use the car as a battery system. In case you have a power outage at your house, your car will keep the lights on.
Because every Lucid Air has this bidirectionality built in.
Car to
we
car.
can
Come on,
use
Tesla.
one Lucid Air to charge up a second Lucid Air. And that leads me also to our stationary battery storage systems, the ESS systems that we are developing for your home. And we are reusing our battery module technology and the power electronics technology to make super efficient home battery systems. On top of our home battery systems, we are developing product lines that can be used in businesses as a backup battery storage or on a utility
Where are they
scale.
getting these batteries? That's what we
So
want to
the
know.
Wunderbox enables us to charge very, very fast on level 3 charging, which is the latest high power charging standard. It also enables us to use lower voltage infrastructure that is deployed at 400 volts, and the Wunderbox boosts that voltage up to the vehicle voltage. In partnering with Electrify America, we are taking advantage of the vast investment that they have made in charging infrastructure throughout the whole country. We have built in complete convenience by integrating with their systems and enabling plug and charge. They have chargers that can deliver up to 1000 volt. That enables us to put a lot of power into the car and charge very, very fast. The first owners will receive 3 years of unlimited charging on the Electrify America network.
3 years of limited
nationwide.
charging, if it's working.
At Lucid, our engineers always push to the limits. And that is on the range front, eking out every last mile out of the energy of the car, as well as performance development. And the Lucid Speed team has been tirelessly developing the performance of the vehicle from a powertrain performance perspective, the vehicle, the chassis, suspension setups, tirelessly being tuned to give the customer the ultimate driving experience.
I drove.
I just won Formula Drift and the lap contest. We have made
It's
an
pretty
absolute
stripped out
monster.
though, so that's not a stock car. I'd like that to be known.
We looked for over 60 sites in 13 states, and we found that Arizona is a perfect place to build a factory. It is very important to start your factory from the scratch and wrap it around the product you have and wrap it around the processes you want to build there. So once you start to build a greenfield factory, it's the best approach ever, because otherwise you create waste. The factory will not be perfect like it should be to be efficient, cost-effective, and quality-driven. Our factory is the first greenfield EV factory in North America, and I'm very proud to be part of that. It will be the fastest factory built within 8 months and some weeks to get the first cars out there. This is really astonishing. This factory is super unique because it is wrapped around the 10-year plan. So what you see now is just plan phase number 1, and the paint shop is the cornerstone of this factory, and we built the factory around this. So this factory can scale tenfold, which is, as I know, never has been done before. It can go up to 60 jobs per hour within 10 years, and yep, that will happen. I'm proud of my team. They are experts on their topic, and I have to keep up with them. That's hard. It's hard work because they're brilliant.
Yeah, paint shop.
They
another job at
believe in
Tesla.
what we are doing together and what we want to achieve and where we want to go. There are 2 factories. We have in Casa Grande also a powertrain factory. So we are building the core of our car, which is the technology from the very beginning to the end, and deliver it to the main factory so the team can build that into the car. This is the core competence that we built up there because this is a very highly automated and very precise manufacturing method to get that done. And if you want to build a luxury vehicle without quality, there's no way. You need quality in your processes, in your design, in your product, in everything you do. And so we're starting the factory with a quality-driven wrap. We will not hit numbers because we want to hit numbers. That doesn't make sense in a luxury segment. We will hit quality achievements and quality goals and move forward. And once we hit them, then we can create higher numbers. That is the path, how we want to move forward and make a community of Lucid fans who are super convinced of our products, of our story, of our culture, of what we believe is important for our planet and for our community.
Our approach was to put all the love and care that we put into the Lucid Air into our retail experience, and we refer to those as studios. We wanted it to be totally different than your traditional automotive dealership. We took inspiration from mid-century architecture and really brought that ambiance and warmth into the space to make it almost feel like a living room, so our customers feel completely immersed in the Lucid experience. Our first studio and service center outside the Lucid headquarters is established in Beverly Hills, California. That is just the first of 20 that we'll establish throughout North America throughout 2021. We know that consumers want to have a direct relationship with the brands that they love, and we want to enable that in every single touch point, whether that's a completely online digital sales experience or one that is in our showroom and personal. So the overall store experience is meant to be very immersive, and it's also meant to be a continuation of the online experience. So we wanted to reinvent the online configurator. We looked towards video games for inspiration to create a more immersive, more rendered experience. A consumer can go online, compare the base Lucid Air to the touring level as well as grand touring level, and see all the trim variations in between. Save it out on their Lucid ID, then at a later time, visit a studio, present their Lucid ID, and have that same configuration experience on our virtual reality platform. In addition to the virtual experience, they'll also be able to have the physical experience. They'll be able to touch and feel all the key materials in all the different configurations that are available for Lucid Air. Each studio will be equipped with a full display of our battery, motor, inverter, and Wunderbox. That way they can learn what's at the very heart of the Lucid Air.
We're going to launch Lucid Air with a remarkable version, the Dream Edition. And unashamedly, it's my personal choice of car. It's got over 1,000 horsepower, giving it a 0 to 60 time in under 2.5 seconds and a standing quarter in 9.9. And because it achieves this with the most unsurpassed efficiency, the car has remarkable range as well. So this car has performance and range in a unique fusion. Dream Edition will come in 3 unique colors, white, black, and gold, with Santa Monica interior. It will feature unique 21-inch Aero Dream wheels and Dream Edition badging.
Oh, sweet.
So Lucid Air will be available in a range of versions, and the mainstay of this will be the Lucid Air Grand Touring. Soon after, we'll produce the Lucid Air Touring version, and that will be available for $95,000 upwards. We anticipate, though, in 2022, making a car which is more affordable.
All those are quite expensive.
Air. We start next spring in 2021 with the exquisite limited edition Dream Edition, and that will be available at $169,000
it's not rose gold.
For full details of this range of vehicles, please go to our brand new website, which has just become live now. You can reserve immediately for $1,000.
It goes without saying we're all super proud here at Lucid. This is a big day for us, you know, to achieve this and to be able to share Lucid Air with the world. It's been over 5 years of hard work to get to this point. We have an incredible team. We're super proud of Lucid Air and what that vehicle accomplishes. But to be honest, this is just the beginning. All the technologies that have allowed us to reinvent the luxury sedan, our platform, our space concept,
a good idea.
All of our components developed entirely in-house. We're going to take exactly that technology and apply it to a complete range of products. We're looking as far as 10 years into the future, and what we have going on here, I think, will amaze you.
What really excites me is how we can use these technological breakthroughs to benefit more cost-effective, more energy-efficient cars in the future. We're currently about 17% more efficient than the closest competitor, and that can be used to achieve the same range as that competitor with 17% smaller battery pack, which has a multiplier effect on the car. It's akin to a 20% cost saving in batteries implementable today without the cost of industrialization. Another way of looking at it, the 17% extra efficiency is the equivalent of a 17% step gain in battery energy. And we've achieved that now without the billions that it would take to industrialize that. Lucid's technologies have achieved these breakthroughs, the equivalent of 20% cost saving in batteries or 17% energy breakthrough. They've achieved them today, and we're putting that into production with Lucid Air early 21. I think it's really important we approach this task with a healthy dose of humility. And I tell the team every day that until we've got Lucid Air in production in Casa Grande...
T-minus 1 second. There we go.
And I see three areas where Lucid can make a real difference. First is our cars. Secondly is our technologies. And the third is our technology in others' cars. Taking our cars, we start with Lucid Air Dream Edition, and there's going to be a beguiling range of products which follow that. We have a 10-year plan. They will all feature the highest EV technology on the planet. That is the very DNA. Then we look at our technologies. We've transformed the world of electric racing with our battery pack, which is used by all the competitors on the grid in a world championship. That pack enables the full race distance to be achieved with a single charge. This was unprecedented. Nobody believed this was possible just a year or two ago. Also, we have our first ESS static energy storage system here in this building, our very first prototype. And what really excites me about this is that our battery packs are made for cost-effective mass production.
Their version of a
we
power
can
pack?
use the same technologies from our car into our static energy storage systems, and then achieve an economy of scale which feeds back to the car.
I guarantee you Elon and Franz are probably
This is going
watching
to be
this together.
huge for us. And then finally, look at our most advanced technology, making that available to other automakers, because time is of the essence. We can't wait. The world needs to move to sustainable mobility as soon as possible. So thanks everyone for tuning in and allowing us to share with you the fruits of labors. But we have one more glimpse of the future that I would like to share with you.
Oh, they're taking it
So
off.
I'd like to introduce Project Gravity.
Tease.
Kind of knew it was a Lucid.
Expecting a Model X. No, don't. Oh. Yeah, we saw this filming actually in California.
Yeah, some spy shots. They're going around the curve, like the hairpin turn. It's like 2 for 1.
Somebody said it's $195,000. Oh my god.
Wait, that's it?
Yeah, so now it's gonna be so that's
Q&A.
gonna conclude their 40-minute presentation.
Wow, what did you think?
We'll get some claps for the presentation. It was a pretty good presentation.
It was very
we'll
slick.
We'll go over some
Very
stuff.
slick,
But now they're going to start their 45-minute Q&A. So kind of curious to see what comes from that. First impressions. Expensive, and it seems to be the exact same line that Tesla has done.
Yeah, they're
let me turn this down.
Starting out with more expensive vehicles, and ramping up, coming out with cheaper ones, and coming out with battery packs, and it sounds really similar. I know another company that's done this exact same thing with their master plan.
Exactly, the master plan, as we will call it. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on us for a minute while we wait for the Q&A to begin. I gotta take this out though.
The one thing though, they do have the tax credit, at least in the United States, the federal tax credit would be available.
Your mic's not working anymore, so we're using this one.
Okay.
So yeah, they do have the federal tax credit, which is great. Okay, but looks. I see a lot of questions and comments on looks. Yeah. SUV, I agree, not as attractive as like X or anything. I will say for the Lucid Air, in terms of how we feel about that, I definitely like the 5-seater better.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I guess Q&A's on.
Oh, look,
sorry.
social distancing.
Q&A, here we go. We'll get more into what we think at the end. Yeah. Let me...
Time out of your day
there we
to
go.
join us
Q&A.
for this amazing moment in the history of our company. This is a story that we've been eager to tell for some time, and we're excited to continue the dialogue with you. Joining me on stage are 5 of our senior leaders, supported by over 1,400 Lucid team members who have worked so hard to make today possible. Joining us online.
Okay, if you reserved one, comment in chat, please.
Fans,
$1,000 fully refundable.
No, it's
We're
like
going to take questions.
it's
from this
more
global
for the
audience, as well as
media.
from a
Yeah.
few members of the press who have joined us here in person in a socially distant manner. So let's go ahead and get started with that first question. So Peter,
I agree,
it's been a
Colt.
long journey.
Thank you for the
We've
$5
been
super
waiting
chat.
for
We'll
this
get
day
into
for
it a little
while.
bit more at the end, though.
How do you feel?
I agree.
What's your reaction?
Well, firstly, Brian, it's a great privilege and an honor to join thousands and thousands of viewers from around the world. And wherever you are, thank you for your time and your interest in this project, which has been a labor of love for the team. Some of you are dialing in from the middle of the night, and it's great that you can join us. I think today, 9th of September 2020, is a landmark. It's an alignment of many stars. First of all, it's the 170th anniversary of the founding of our state here in California. It's also World EV Day. I'd like to say
they can't see it.
we planned all this around the standing quarter mile time, the 9.9 seconds of our car. Maybe we did do that. Maybe that's an exaggeration. I think for the entire team, this is a moment of pride and time to reflect upon so many years of damn hard work to get us this far. But for me,
is volume okay?
I feel it's another step on the ladder, a step on this journey. And I won't rest, I won't celebrate until we've got cars out of that factory in Arizona into the hands of customers who appreciate, enjoy this product.
Would you water?
Peter, now that we've shared the Lucid Air and the technological breakthroughs in the EV industry, can you talk a little bit about what you feel are the major achievements that we've made and contributed?
Sure. I think the big achievement for me is the whole concept and layout of the car. Designing a car is about three-dimensional package. That's how we design and lay out a car. And for the best part of a century, a car has been designed around a gasoline power plant and layout. This space concept that we've created is truly revolutionary. It's been designed around the potency, the potential of a true miniaturized electric powertrain, taking that to a level that's never been done before. We have a car which is more compact, more agile, and eminently more usable in an urban environment on the outside. And we couple that with perhaps the ultimate luxury of space. No longer do we need a large barge of a car to accommodate a spacious interior. And how we've been able to achieve that is with our core technology, which has been achieved 100% in-house. 3 facets to how we've approached that and what that powertrain represents. First of all, you've seen the miniaturization, which has enabled that space concept to be successfully executed. Secondly, we've seen the performance. And by the performance, I mean the sheer raw power of this. But something which is more exciting to me, the sheer efficiency of the system. But there's a third, even more exciting facet and dimension to this technology, which is less evident from all we've shown today.
Yeah, we've
and
been
that
wondering
is that
about
it's
the battery
designed
supply.
for mass,
It's like they haven't mentioned that.
mass industrialization. And that may surprise the audience. We're starting with a relatively high-end product, not super mass-produced, an exclusive product. But it's that future-looking, that future vision, that enables this mass-produced technology to reduce cost, which will enable it to cascade into lower echelons of the market. And this will transform the way mankind mobilizes, and it will make the car, the true EV experience, more accessible to more people.
Thanks, Peter. I think you've really addressed one of James Carter's questions in the World EV Day today about the value of building a car from the ground up. Derek, we talked a lot about the technology,
We'll
the
get into
power
the performance,
and the range, but there's also a beauty in the design of the sedan. Where did your inspiration come from?
I mean, that's a little bit of a difficult question because it's a lot of different things. You know, we look at a very eclectic range of influences. Certainly, we're inspired by our state here in California, of beauty and technology. But I think as we got deeper into the program and understood kind of the packaging, the space concept, the size of the vehicle on the inside versus the outside, aerodynamics became a really driving factor. I know Peter and I both love aircraft and aviation and tried to bring as much of that into the vehicle as possible. Certainly the materials that Sue is always talking about and so focused on. Also looking at architecture, design, trying to bring as much into that as possible. The inspiration really comes from a range of places.
Now, Derek, we've talked a lot about the car, but we're also rethinking the relationship with the customer. Help me with that experience.
Yeah, this has been a big focus for us because, let's be honest, I don't want to speak for other people, but I know I don't enjoy car dealerships and car shopping, so we want to make that a better experience. And it really starts online. Everybody's digital, everybody's used to transacting online, and so we wanted to give as much a digital experience as possible. But that meant that we needed to dive deeper into the website, talk about our technologies, share our stories of creation, and of course, our online configurator. We wanted that to be really immersive and really connect with people digitally, but also give a strong sense of a rendered realism and interaction with the customer. And then when we start to think about our retail experience, again, we want this to be a very a nice place to visit, but it's still casual, it's approachable. If you just want to come and learn more, come and learn more. There's no pressure. And so the next step there is to bring that digital experience into the retail space through our virtual reality platform and engaging that way. And then lastly, if you do end up in a Lucid Air, that digital experience, the user experience, will create a continuity all the way back through all those prior experiences.
And Derek, this configurator is really a world-first technology in this space, right?
Yeah, we worked very hard with our partners. I mean, go check it out. That's all I can say. I'm super proud of it, and it's a great way to share and learn about Lucid Air.
That's fantastic. Sue, now you've put a lot of years of effort into this. There's been a lot of stress.
Getting mud all over the room.
A lot of late nights, I'm sure. How does it feel to now have your work shared with the world?
Well, it feels amazing. I'm super
Somebody
proud
really
of the work.
asked that question.
We've had an amazing team of people
What was the plan?
to work with here, the experts here. It's a real collaboration. Yes, it feels sort of like my own baby, but I know that it took an enormous amount of teamwork and dedication, and just it's really exciting and super proud right now.
So Sue, there was so much attention to detail put into so many parts of the car. What was the first design piece to really come together?
I know I've talked about this before, this idea of when I first came to the studio and met with Derek and then also Peter, and just hearing their vision and this idea of being able to build a car from the ground up. I mean, it's really a designer's dream in so many ways. We didn't have this legacy, and we had this opportunity to build our own legacy. And from a color and material and finished perspective, that being what my group has done here, I just saw such a great opportunity to really lean into sort of that California legacy. And it ended up being a really natural fit. So for me, that seemed like just the perfect spot to begin, and it came very naturally and easy.
All right, now it wasn't all natural and easy. What was the most difficult design aspect to get grounded on and to complete?
Well, there's been a lot of challenges for sure, and I think that's just part of the nature of what we're doing. But one of the, I'd say, biggest challenges has been the cabin rail, which you can see behind me on the exterior of the car. It's a singular piece of aluminum, and to really capture that singular piece
Kind of
in
like
that
with Tesla's
length,
chrome, which is like the largest piece of chrome ever on a car.
sort of crafted quality finish that's on there has taken a lot of energy and a lot of expertise, a lot of support from our suppliers, a lot of support in-house from the engineers. So it wasn't just color materials, wanting to have this finish on it. It took a lot more than sort of a wish and a desire. It really took this sort of collective.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of collaboration across a lot of folks.
Indeed it was, and I was super proud of it. And it's such an iconic piece of the exterior of the car design.
It'd be interesting to see
So
what
let's
the
shift gears a little
plaid
bit.
version
So,
of the S looks like.
Peter, Siddharth, one of our reservation holders, has got a question that I know you've thought a lot about. We're building out a new car in a new facility. How are we going to ensure quality of these initial releases while still building for scale?
Oh, wow, yeah. If you launch a new product, that's always a challenge. If you launch a new vehicle, it's a super freaking challenge, and it's like an earthquake. You have new parts, you have new processes, you have new team members coming in, you have a new factory. Everything is new, and you better be prepared. And we are prepared. We're very well prepared. First of all, we have our Lucid manufacturing leadership team. They are super experienced, and they made several product launches in their career already in both in automotive environments and in EV startups. Secondly, we have a brilliant team that we trained over the last year here in California, building our engineering cars here, and they learned everything from the ground up, making their own workbooks and everything like that. And the third element is we don't work in silos.
Renaming my
we
Tesla
work
to
in
Lucid
cross-functional
Dreaming.
teams. So my manufacturing team is working together with Eric's engineering team, with Peter Hazenkamp's supply chain team, working together with the ADAS team, software team. So we're working close together to make that happen. And then finally, we have our Lucid production system, a powerful tool that enables us to make continuous improvement, that enables us to have problem-solving technologies and techniques that we put in there. And also, it has a vision and a mission about quality. And then one of the most powerful tools of it is our core value that enables us, that drives a culture of engagement and of passion for quality, for perfection, and precision.
That's fantastic. Eric, I'd like to dive into the technology now. We've got a ton of questions online about charging. We know that this is one of those key questions that gas-powered owners continue to sit with. I think Peter referred to it as sort of
range anxiety,
range doubt, or range
is the word
concern.
you're looking for.
Why did we choose a 900-volt architecture? And what are our long-term charging infrastructure plans?
Well, first of all, to reduce the amount of times a customer actually needs to go to charge,
Eric will get one and put a
Lucid Air
giant T
comes
logo
with
on it.
over 500 miles of range on a single charge. Our world-leading efficiency of 4.5, above 4.5 miles per kilowatt hour, makes charging faster and also reduces the cost of a mile driven. Our charging strategy has been first and foremost designed.
Well, they said they're going to reduce the cost driven, but if you charge Electrify America, it's like 3 times the cost of a supercharger.
Provide convenient access to really fast charging. Our 900 plus high voltage architecture enables us, amongst other benefits, to take advantage of the 350 kilowatt charging infrastructure out there. And with that, we can achieve 300 miles of range in just 20 minutes. With our partner, Electrify America, we are providing access to and 3 years of unlimited free charging on the nation's largest and continuously growing high-power charging network. With our combo socket and our Wunderbox inside the Lucid Air,
but it's the nation's
we are compatible
but
with
it's still
a vast
deceptive
number
because their
of
stations only have like 4 stalls and you can
chargers,
only use one at a time.
including
So it's like,
Heritage
This
400
guy's
volt
ex-Tesla director of engineering,
Yeah.
ex-VW, VW.
That's awesome. Let me come back now on a
ex-Tesla
question
employees.
that I know a number of folks have had around climate. The global conversation around climate change, we've seen extreme weather here on the West Coast. Right now, we've got heat waves, we've got
Blizzards in
wildfires,
Colorado.
we've had droughts and rolling blackouts from some of the utilities. How has this influenced some of our thinking?
Well, the Lucid Air with its Wunderbox is perfectly prepared for such events. Not only can we charge the car with it, we can also use
we could buy one,
the
go
battery
charge it up for
inside the
free at
car
Electrify
to
America, and
power
then bring
your
it back to
home
charge up the house.
and keep the lights
Someone
on.
said 3 years
And
of free
maybe in
electricity
combination
at
with
the
our
house.
stationary storage systems
Charge up
for
our Powerwalls
home
with that.
battery systems. So we believe that vehicle-to-grid applications are the next major step towards sustainable transportation and a significantly more efficient use of our energy resources.
Now, Eric, Wunderbox, where did this name come from?
There seemed to be
I
some
agree, this whole
Germanic
like
genes in
Wunderbox
there.
thing is
All
a little
right,
cheesy.
All right, we'll come back on that. Peter, I'd like to talk to you about pricing. Pricing is always a topic of conversation, and as a luxury sedan, how did we
$169,000.
arrive at your pricing and some of the models?
Well, Lucid Air will be available from under $80,000, and that Air model will be available in 2022.
What is the range on that $80,000 model?
Before that, and moving up the range, the Lucid Air Touring will be available in late 21 from $95,000 US.
I see the camera, I think.
And the range-topping Lucid Air Grand Touring will be available mid-21 from $139,000 US. But of course, we start with, unashamedly, the car I love, the Dream Edition, which is right here behind us, because it's got that mid-range punch, it's got the 1,000 horsepower, the 9.9 seconds, don't forget that, Brian, and incredible range. There isn't a car in the market quite like it for triple the price.
Oh, wow,
I think it's actually a
Of
snip
course
at
he thinks it's a deal
169,000.
at that.
Now, Peter, is there any truth to the fact the car had to tap the brakes to hit the
9.9
9.9 so that it aligned with our date?
It's a happy coincidence,
All
which
right.
sometimes we create.
All right, very good. Derek, the Lucid Air is now launched, and as we've always kind of held as a motto here, we're continuing to look
person's
forward.
head there.
And we got to see a quick glimpse of the Project Gravity and the SUV. How do you see it and some of the future models helping to evolve and advance what we've already brought to market in the Air?
Yeah, I mean, Peter's talked about the space concept and how important that's been to Lucid Air, and it's really defined the product, but we're not just launching a car, we're launching a brand, right? And the first product helps define that, but the second and the third and the fourth have to elevate that even further. So we're really taking a deep look at the architecture, applying that to Project Gravity, and making sure that that has all the values and the incredible experience and really takes SUV crossover space to the next level, much the way Lucid Air has for the sedan. But we're also looking at a broader range of products 7 to 10 years out. What else can we do with this amazing technology, with this incredible platform, the versatility, the performance, the space? There's a whole range of product possibilities there. And so we're currently exploring that. And I'm
Do you guys
super
want
excited
to keep
with
listening
what
to
the
this,
team's been
or
coming
just
up with.
get right into like
That's right.
us
I'm
talking
excited
about
to see
it?
the Gravity in my garage in the next couple of years.
Eventually.
You and me both.
Sue, we talk about
haven't
innovation,
heard
and
any
wienever we talk about innovation,
viewer
sustainability
questions.
is always aligned with that these days. How do we think about the current topics in the world and materials influencing some of our choices when we think about sustainability?
Well, it's a subject we talk about a lot here. I don't think you can build an EV without incorporating sustainable materials. We know that our market is already partaking in that in their own personal lives.
Okay, we're gonna just stop that. He'll keep listening in.
If they ask any questions,
just because it was, none of those seem like viewer questions.
Yeah.
That's all staged crap. That it's fluff. It is. I'm sorry. I'm gonna call it like I see it. It's fluff. Anyway, let's go ahead and get kind of into it, because there's some things that I want to talk about right off the bat. One, it seems they're copying Tesla almost exactly.
The master plan.
And like the power walls, the power packs. There's a lot of stuff there that it's just like kind of come up with your own path. I'm not a huge fan of just like copying another company. I've never done that with anything I've done. I've always made my own pathway, and it's just not my style. That being said, the front of the car looks amazing. I think it looks really good. The rear of the car, could have used a little work. Maybe they went with that though for aerodynamic reasons. Not a little 100% sure.
We'll have to. Like I said, it looks like some existing cars out there already.
Exactly. I'll have to dive into that a little bit more and see what I can find out. As far as like the price, it seems to be they're doing exactly like what Tesla did, starting out with the high premium car market and then slowly bringing that down to a little bit more mass market. But in their plan, their mass market car is about $80,000.
Yeah.
And that's still not mass market to me.
Yeah, it's still more than twice what you can get a Model 3 for.
Exactly. So like a mass market to me is sub 40,000.
Another thing too is you got to think back when Tesla came out with the Model S and stuff. There was no competition, and so people paid that price because there was no other choice. Now, I don't know if you can get a lot of market with a $169,000 car. There's still going to be some people that will buy that because they must have it, but there's other choices out there now. So I don't see them being able to sell that many at the top end.
One thing though is this is just going to push Tesla even more, and I'm a gambling man, we'll say that to begin with, but I'm willing to bet that Battery Day we see the refresh S and X, because Tesla needs that to push them back into, I don't want to say like relevancy, but Tesla needs that refresh, especially after seeing this.
Yeah.
That being said though, I can still get a fully loaded S and save 40 grand over this.
You could buy two, like we were saying. You could buy an S and an X for the price of one of those. It's not going to be as nice on the inside, but or like somebody else said, you could buy one Tesla and put the rest into stock. And
I mean, yeah. So they did not say anything about the battery supplier in this live stream. However, don't touch it because you'll.
She just said people want to get in the back seat first, so it's.
Oh, well, who cares about that? Battery supplier, supposedly earlier this year, they said it was going to be LG. So, yeah. But as a lot of you guys saw and pointed out, a lot of the people that were talking are previous Tesla employees or executives. And before Tesla, they were at either like Audi, BMW, etc. Volkswagen. So there's a lot going on here. Yeah, sorry for the Streamlabs foul language thing. I need to fix that. Sorry about that. But there's a lot going on here that I just like, I don't know, a lot of jabs at Tesla. That being said, am I excited to see this car? You bet ya. Am I putting a deposit for one? I've seen that question a lot. Am I going to get one? As of right now, I'm not.
How much of a deposit do you have to do for the Dream Edition or whatever?
Let me look it up real quick.
Because it's just like I saw before when I went to their site was very empty a couple hours ago.
Yeah, they relaunched
it. And it only said like $1,000. You're like, oh, okay, but you're saying it's a lot more for the Dream Edition.
For the Dream, yes. So if let's throw it onto the screen.
Okay, yeah, there's the world's most advanced vehicle.
Sorry, let me move the camera. Here we go.
To build the first EV greenfield factory in the U.S. in Casa Grande in Arizona.
Camera has
That's
been
a
moved.
Great place to be.
So the Air Touring Edition is 1,000. The Dream is a 7,500. And that car is going to be minimum 139,000.
Arizona,
I think that's the Grand Touring.
The city of Casa Grande.
That is the Grand
Touring.
That's true.
You can see that in the results.
Oh yeah, here we go.
We built
I mean,
the world's
I'm totally down to check one out.
In less
That's
than
a lot of money.
9 months there.
That's a lot of money for something like this.
I mean, Tesla, they used to require like 2,500 or 5,000 down, and it was refundable. But then, they started making it a lot cheaper. Again, they're going for people that, if they're looking at 169,000 to park next to their private jet, then 7,500 is not that much.
Exactly. The crowd they're trying to aim this at doesn't care about $170,000. But as a mainstream, I care.
It probably is. I know the $1,000 refundable, but you should double check and make sure the 7,500 is entirely refundable as well.
Hold on, I'm just trying to make sure we're not like double audioed here, are we? Can you guys hear us okay? I just need to make sure because it looked like I had 2 audios going. So, okay. Hopefully, okay, we can. Okay. Sorry, my Streamlabs showed 2 audios and one wasn't muted and I was like, oh God.
Exactly
okay. Anyway, though, yeah, I just don't know. Like, I think it's almost too late to the party to be bringing $170,000.
Yeah, again, it's like Tesla was able to charge that much because there was no competition, but now it's like I think very few people will be paying that much for a car.
That being said, though, Battery Day is right around the corner. I'm sure that Elon and crew we're watching this, and maybe we'll be modifying some things.
Do they have the specs on the Air? Because they say starting at 80,000. I want to see how many miles that can do. Can it do, like the 400 miles or so?
So my understanding is there are no current specs listed.
Other than
Eric, we've had some questions.
So let's see here. This is their FAQ.
Who want to know how we're preparing the Lucid Air to keep
let's see. What if I want to take it on a road trip? Well, that's funny.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it is nice that they are.
There's just not a lot on here.
Yeah, I was looking at before. Okay, so they do have a couple. It has changed since I looked at it earlier.
Yeah, they fully relaunched a new website.
Can you choose the other version? Because there it says
you can't. Unfortunately, this is everything is going to be the top spec. And that's what we don't want to see. We want to see what the low spec is going to be. Oh, wait, here's specs.
Okay, but for all of them?
In our spacious cabin, obviously.
Yeah. Hey. There we go.
Let's see. Power drivetrain. So no, this is just up to as quick as.
Yeah, so
it's very vague.
So it's probably all the. Yeah, there's some.
Oh, touring is 406 miles. Grand touring is 517.
So that's right about where Tesla
Dream is 465.
So it's almost the same price. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny though. The Dream is not their most efficient.
Well,
riddle
me
that.
This is the wheels.
Exactly. But even the 19-inch wheels are not as efficient as the Grand Touring.
I didn't see that. Yeah.
It's probably because of the weight of the extra batteries.
Well, it's got those different seats and stuff in the back.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So,
share a little bit about
yeah, I just like, I just don't know.
It's interesting too how when he was talking about the batteries being like 17% more efficient and it can go this many more miles, but it's like, well, but it costs twice as much. It's like Tesla can, I don't know where I'm going with this, but basically you can pay half as much and you don't care about the 17%.
Yeah, exactly.
But again, battery date's coming up, and it'll be really interesting to see what the range will be on Tesla.
You can see here on like their charging and everything, 1,200 mile an hour peak charging speeds. So we're gonna see something fun from Tesla coming up.
So
I guarantee it.
Faster than V3 supercharging.
We have some dimensions. We'll have to compare those.
Yeah.
The smallest tire they offer is a 19-inch.
Well, kind of like the S.
And then let's see. I don't know. The rear of it, I just didn't like how it wasn't a hatchback.
Yeah, I don't like the trunk. I've never owned a sedan, I guess.
I don't like that being
just
a
lose
sedan.
Out on the flexibility with the cargo. I know a lot of people do like sedans, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. A couple. I see Diego Falcon. Welcome.
Well, he's been here. He's been here a while.
Definitely, I recognize username. Said Electrify America. Any good? I mean, yes and no. The downside is you have to pay for it.
Well, except that they do get 3 years free.
Okay, but also, if you haven't heard, the whole East Coast is basically down for an unknown length of time.
We've checked. If you go to like PlugShare, you can see that lots of Electrify America's sites are down all across the country. Some of them are down just maintenance. Other ones are down because they had a software update and they decided to do it all over Labor Day weekend. Other ones are just down because they're supposed to be upgrading the capacity and stuff. But it was really bad timing that so many of them were down over the weekend.
Yeah.
But also, as we talked about when we were like we did a video before on Tesla and taking it on a road trip versus like the Ford, what's the Ford Mustang?
I can't even remember that.
But the Mach-E, when we looked at that, it was going to cost like 3 or 4 times as much to drive the Mach-E via
you're peeking on the podcast
via
so
the
be
Electrify
careful.
America network versus what it would cost to take like a Model S or even cheaper on a Model Y or a Model 3.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the only other thing. And the one thing too that we were actually looking at yesterday, I think it was yesterday, we were watching a couple of videos, and please mute the people talking in other tab. I don't have any other people talking. This is the only thing that's unmuted in this.
Do you have a browser open?
No.
Oh, maybe they're talking.
That's all. Sorry.
Are they still hearing that?
No, they can't be, because that's not in this.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah. So we were watching a video, and someone was showing how, like, you charge at an EV America.
Oh yeah, that was
and
crazy.
it was ridiculous. You have to like tap your credit card or swipe it or put it in, and then you have to like go back and forth between the car. Tesla, you literally plug it in. If you have to pay for supercharging, it bills you. Well, you don't have to worry about any of that.
I did see on their video, it said that they had worked with Electrify America to get just plugging in. And
they can. Okay.
So at least that's something that Lucid will have, but other cars like the Mach-E and stuff don't have that. You have to go and swipe your card or tap it or stick it in for the chip.
Yeah.
And and then you have to touch this, see the touch screen that you can't see in the bright sunlight. So it does sound like they've adopted some of the supercharger, features.
Yeah, apparently somebody's saying they only have 8,000 watching their live stream right now. Oh yeah.
Wow, that's funny because we had like almost 600.
But still, like, that's still not a necessarily a great sign. You get Elon on a live stream and you're getting a ton.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to like
think it's cool. It's
rag
really
on it. I think more EVs is a great thing by all means. I think the market they're going for, though, is looking for kind of like the market that Tesla originally went after, and it's people that want something that's going to be different. This is definitely going to be different. The interior looked great, but it's a lot of cost. I can tell you right now, looking at it, it's costing them a lot. So I'm starting to think the more and more I look at like their website and their specs and everything, the interior might be simplified for that cheaper model.
When they showed the bench seat in the back, I mean, it looks similar to a Model S. So, I mean, and the price is going to be similar, and the range is going to be similar. So, it'll be different. Interesting to see, like, do they offer all those wood interiors and fabric interiors?
I can almost guarantee you for 80,000, they're not going to be able to swing that.
That's one thing, Tesla did offer better choice of interiors a few years ago, back in 2016, 2017. There are a few more options, and they've tried to become more mass market. They've reduced some of the choices. It would be nice if they brought some of those back. Maybe we'll see that with the Plaid.
Yeah, I definitely think we'll hopefully be seeing some other stuff soon from Tesla. Battery Day, September 22nd. Here we go. I see that spammed in chat from KD. I guarantee you Tesla and their marketing team are watching this and looking at it going, what could we throw in that we weren't originally that now we're going to put in? I think we're going to see a lot of stuff on Battery Day that's going to blow a lot of people's minds. And this seemed like child's play, maybe.
It's just LaCroix.
Not sponsored, but if you'd like to, hit me up. Limoncello.
But Eric's having something.
No, that is not. Oh my God. You can't show that on YouTube.
I didn't show it. This is just water.
Oh my God. I'm going to get banned. You can't show that.
That could just be an empty can. Oh, no. Eric's having Arrowhead. Yeah, that's what Eric's drinking.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm a fan of it. I love the fact that they're bringing an EV to the market. And I definitely think we're going to get further than Faraday Future.
And this one looks really amazing compared to some of the other ICE manufacturers.
I agree.
They've kind of taken, like we said, they've copied Tesla, and they are not considering gas at all.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they copied it a little too much.
And they're not looking at hydrogen.
Yeah, like Nikola.
Looking at you, buddy. So yeah, kind of totally saw it. So cool. Secret's out. Eric's likes White Claws. But no, I was actually just drinking this. That was from a late night game session. No, I was drinking sparkling water. I was drinking LaCroix. No laws when you're drinking Claws, Caesar. No, that was a late night game sesh a couple days ago. I just haven't cleaned up around here. But I just like, I don't know. It seemed very of a mixture of like them copying Tesla, but in an Apple presentation.
It was a pretty slick presentation, I'll have to admit.
It was polished, but that's like, was it live? No.
Yeah,
it was. So like, I just like, I don't know.
Oh, I think it just ended. So.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Q&A just ended. Did we miss anything? He's been listening with that fancy earbud.
Go back and see if there's some little outro video or something.
Is there some little outro video? Oh,
tabs.
I'm in the wrong tab with the wrong mouse.
Oh no, so yeah, it's just over.
Yeah, okay, so it's over. I
Look,
agree.
They're bringing out the champagne though. Woo-hoo.
Oh, yeah, look, where's our champagne? Quick, somebody call Scott.
Oh, bonus content.
Oh, you want to see what the bonus content is, guys?
Oh, it's behind the scenes. I guess it didn't work, so they had to push it.
Oh God! Shots fired.
We saw that with what was the other one? Faraday, where it didn't work.
Yeah. Oh, I had already muted it. Okay. Anywho, I just don't know. Like, I'm excited for this. Makes me more excited for Battery Day because I know Tesla's got a one up them. Looking at some comments real quick though, Abraham, their Powerwall looks just like a Tesla's Powerwall.
Yeah.
100% agree.
Yeah.
It literally looks identical. I have a feeling it's because a lot of people now working at Lucid probably came from Tesla, and that design cue just kind of carried over.
Yeah, they don't have autopilot yet, but it says they have something similar, or they will have something similar, and it's going to have very similar sensors, more sensors, but also they did mention a LiDAR, which is an industry first, they said. So, and they did mention the autopilot and other software features can be updated over the air, just like Tesla.
Yeah, so I mean, I just don't know. Like looking at other comments, Diego, if anything, this might help the EV world. Won't affect Tesla much. I agree. It's certainly going to help the EV world, which is why I'm so excited for this. I'd love to see new EVs announced. I am curious, though, are they going to suffer production hell like Tesla has?
Yeah.
They are a new company. They haven't
Go back to their
produced
timeline.
anything.
Because that was really, they're really aggressive timeline with like 6 months, and then they're going to be coming out with the next one. And it's just like...
Look.
It's like, I don't know.
I don't know where the timeline was.
Was it under reserve now?
Oh, reserve now. So here on like reserve now,
when you
their
had
timeline.
we had that pop up.
Yep, right here.
Yeah.
So we have the first one spring of 2021, then mid 2021, then late 2021, and then Q1 2022. That's a heck of a timeline. Mind you, their factory is already kind of like built, but it didn't look that big. And I guarantee you those AirDream editions are going to be pretty much built by hand, which isn't a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I'm just saying, like...
Kind of like early Tesla Model S.
It takes a lot longer to build those.
And the Roadsters, yeah.
So it's really going to be interesting here. I really can't wait to see what happens. Overall, excited. Am I going to get one? At least not yet. Which one?
No, somebody's just talking about, the Electrify America issue, and we were talking about that earlier, how it's...
Yeah. Which is funny. They didn't know in the presentation that it's down right now on the East Coast.
And in many places across the United States.
Yeah, so...
But it's got free charging.
Yeah, I don't know. If you guys have any opinions on this and what you think about it, definitely put it in the comment section, or any questions like what we think about it or like what we're most excited about, anything for us, go ahead and put it down there and we'll go ahead and answer that. I'm gonna run and get a quick drink.
Yeah, did they say
David will
was it 0 to 60 like 2.5 seconds, I think?
2.5 seconds 0 to 60, 9.9 second quarter mile.
Yeah.
Which a quarter mile is faster than a Tesla. The 0 to 60 is not. Ted says, sounds like you guys are getting paid by Tesla. I wish.
Yeah, we've never... No,
I wish.
Yeah.
Kenneth said getting a quick drink means White Claw. LOL. I mean, it's in a glass. It's water. It's sparkling water. So you can answer questions.
Okay. But yeah, so I mean, it was interesting. It's nice to see, and like I said, compared to some of the other EVs that we've seen come out, which didn't have nearly the range, this was pretty impressive. And the style, it's okay. It's not everybody's style, but I definitely like the interior. I like the materials and stuff on the interior. It'd be nice if Tesla brought those back. So. Eric's gonna be, I don't know what the Henry is. So, oh, Henny. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I can't see. Hennison. Okay, let's see. Blah, blah, blah. But yeah, that's another thing we haven't talked about. So we don't know if it will affect Tesla's market or if it's going to mess up like Mercedes and BMW and those other luxury cars. Because as we saw, like in the past, Tesla was selling more like Model S's than like all other. I can't remember which manufacturer it was. If it was Mercedes or. But a few years back, and if you added up all of their top models, Tesla's the one model was outselling all of those. So Eric's back here.
I'll be in just a second. I'm pouring myself a delicious sparkling water.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, nobody saw. There's no trailer hitch on that either. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see what market who buys this.
Okay, here we are. Some delicious water. Yeah. I mean, so let's see what everyone's saying or talking about. Let's see.
Yeah, I think those rear seats were only on like the Dream Edition, I believe.
Yes, I believe so. I mean, it doesn't say on here, so that's kind of a bummer.
Or go to like the specifications.
It does say the Air Dream Edition will only be available in the U.S. and Canada.
Yeah.
International availability at a later date. It's weird. Is there anything else on that? No.
Not on the pop-up.
So. Their FAQ, like, there's just not a lot of specs. And to be honest, I actually, we're going to design one. Are you ready for this, guys?
Go for
so,
I want the Dream Edition.
Yeah.
Wait, I think I see
a problem. Hold on. Let me move the camera.
Go back.
So that everyone can see.
I see a problem because it said earlier that the Air Dream was only like 460. Oh, maybe that's on the 19-inch wheels, I guess.
Yeah.
Because now it's saying 503. So that's what it is. Okay.
If we designed one, this is what we would design.
First change the color.
Yeah. So variants.
The Dream Edition.
There's only one. Okay. Yeah. Color. I don't like that.
Well, some people do, but I would choose something else. Okay, there you go. Choose.
I love white. Love it. Infinity black.
It's weird that there's still only the three. Oh, that's interesting. So
I don't like the two-tone look like that.
But that's interesting. They only have like the three colors. That's even fewer colors than Tesla.
I know people make fun of Tesla's color choice, but wow, the look of it. Exclusive.
Aluminum with satin titanium. I definitely like aluminum and satin titanium.
I mean, you don't have any other option here.
Oh, okay.
So,
there's where
you can get
the wheels.
Oh, I don't like the 19s.
Yeah. What's this?
The interior is the Santa Monica.
Okay.
I like a little bit like darker everything with the wider seats.
Is it only the Santa Monica? It was interesting how they were listing out all their like Tahoe and all the different ones.
So unfortunately, if you go with the Air Dream, you can only get Santa Monica.
So it kind of keeps it so production initially will be really easy because everybody's going to have.
It does include hardware for level 3 functionality with over-the-air updates. We'd love to see it.
Nothing about level 4 or level 5 though.
21 speaker audio system. Heat
Cold
pump.
Weather.
Heat pump.
Yeah, so it doesn't.
Heated wipers, heated rear seat.
Wait, so that price doesn't include the cold weather package? Or wait, maybe it does. It didn't change the price. So why don't just check everything? Oh yeah, get some floor mats too.
Floor mat.
Yeah.
Love it. And then I guess summary.
Wow. Yeah. So yeah, you can
sticker price.
Yeah.
So I guess if we built it, that was it. But there's really not a lot to build on the Air Dream. Tesla Latino, have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Really enjoy it. I just like, I don't know. I'm torn. The interior has a lot of cool aspects going on to it. I want to see what this
go build the cheap one
is going to mean for Tesla. I want to see Tesla's refreshed S and X interior. Everything.
You can't design the cheapest one. So try the
Here we go.
Air Touring one instead. You can't do that one. Do that one.
So design the $95,000 one. Color white, black.
Oh, you
have more gold colors.
So they
Quantum
do,
gray is like colors. midnight silver, Zenith. Zenith. Obviously we're gonna go white again. I'm not a fan of that like white looking roof with the darker colors. Okay. Anywho. Next up, that's already included. That's included. You have the how much are the rims? Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Oh,
again,
no price difference.
Okay. It says optional, but hey, it's still no price.
What about if we go down? No. Okay. You get your Santa Cruz or your Tahoe.
No, a little too bright.
I don't like the front and rear being different.
Yeah, they were talking about that.
Oh, but I guess that's in Santa Cruz too.
There was Oh, but that's not quite as noticeable in the
Mojave. I like the Mojave. Yeah. I'm down with that. How much is this in? Oh, it's free. Like all the options are free.
It's like they should check them if they're,
I don't understand. Even the performance package is free.
Yeah, woohoo. Now view the summary. Wow.
Okay, I'm confused with this. Why is everything free?
Yeah, it's optional. I guess they're just hoping you don't choose it and then they don't have to.
Yeah. I accidentally clicked the wrong button. Sorry, guys. Let's see what people are saying about it. The roof is aluminum, not painted. Oh, so that's why. I remember her saying that.
Yeah, just like the Cybertruck.
Somebody said maybe it's a website.
Stainless steel, sorry.
Yeah. Somebody said it might be a website bug, and that's why it's all the same price. If so, lock it in now.
I don't know. It says...
Speed Limit Reviews said you guys don't think the SUV didn't look like the Rivian RS1? No, I definitely think it did. I saw it. Let's see. Colton said, well, it's official. I have to pull my Model 3 reservation. Guess I won't be joining the EV crew for a while. Sad day.
But is that because he's saving up for the Lucid? Or
yeah,
just
what
not getting
happened,
the 3?
Colton?
Oh, yeah, it's to save money. I don't know.
No, that's from Bill.
Oh, okay.
Steve said Wednesday streams are lit. We should do this more often. You know what? I've thought about streaming more. I really have. I like streaming because this interaction is pretty awesome.
Yeah, and sometimes we get some information from you guys,
and today's
too,
a little bit more like fun, laid back.
Yeah.
Henny said first time in the live chat. Welcome.
Oh yeah, somebody noticed your AE shirt.
Oh, you like that? The AE logo? Oh wow, it's really reflective on camera, but I can't really see it here.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a little off. See, they didn't. Somebody's asking about the warranty on the motor or the battery. I didn't hear any of that.
Didn't hear anything about that.
They were just saying how it's.
Oh, Colton said family issues came up. Hopefully everything works out for you, Colton.
Yeah,
sorry
maybe
for
one
that.
Of these
Best
days.
wishes coming your way. Yeah, nothing about the warranty, and again, nothing like specs. Like we want numbers, but I guess they haven't really developed.
You got to go back to that other page.
Now let's see. A lot of Colton said I wouldn't get a Lucid. Yeah. Well, we'd love to see in a Tesla. Just make sure family always comes first. So definitely take care of them, and we'll be here waiting for you, buddy. Just like join the live streams. We can have fun still. Don't worry. Yeah. Seamus said the factory did look small, like a pocket-sized version of Tesla's.
So Frank was asking me to bring the plaid shirt. So I do have at least one plaid shirt. I have one in mind. For Battery Day. So we'll be wearing that just in case.
We're ready. We're ready. Battery Day is going to be lit. I can't wait for that live stream. Can it summon? Can it produce fart noises?
Yeah, somebody was at...
I imagine they'll come up with some version of summon. But fart noises, if your car doesn't fart, is it really a car?
Well, it's going to definitely have those pedestrian warning speakers. So we don't know if it will be customizable or not. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Jim, they seem scared of actual hard numbers. I agree.
Yeah, very little
specifics,
of that. Yeah.
Price has estimated, which means optional will be reflected. Oh, options will be reflected during delivery.
Okay, yeah, what if it doubles the price?
Where does it say that? Oh, options can be modified after reserving.
I don't know. I don't see it on there.
Oh, yeah, it says estimated price right here, the asterisk.
Images may differ.
Huh. We don't like asterisks, so...
Accessory items shown may vary according to model. I don't know.
Yeah. Colton said, oh, I'll still be here. Have been enjoying the streams a lot. Awesome. Glad to have you around still. But definitely best wishes for you and your family. Somebody said canceling my Model S plus kids' education to save up for the trip. I mean, I don't have kids, but if I did... I don't know what I would rather get. Their education or car? It's a good question. Let's see. How are you doing this fine evening from Branson? I'm doing great. Hopefully you are doing well. Let's see. So much politically correct marketing fluff. I agree. It was very like, that's a nice thing with the Tesla event. You get a lot of like real personalities come through. This was very scripted to me. On said booty shorts are mandatory for battery day. You have no idea what's coming.
Well, that's 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks away. For those of you who don't know, it's on September 22nd for battery day.
And we will be live for that as well, doing a similar style fashion. Let's see. Andrew said, got my Model 3 white on white delivery date today. Now that Lucid revealed battery day later this month equals a perfect EV month.
Dan should have taken delivery of his. Dan Sheffer, who is on our
he was on Wednesday.
He was supposed to take delivery today, so hopefully he got his.
Yup. Storm Chaser asked, can they get a shout out? There you go. Tesla must move from the minimalistic approach design and think luxury and something futuristic. However, they will still go for Tesla any day. Greetings from Ghana.
So
welcome.
maybe we'll see that with the Plaid. But
I really can't wait for battery day. I expect to see Plaid revealed. I'm expecting it. If I don't see that, I'm gonna cry on stream.
Or maybe they'll have it there and they'll have a little black cover over it. And they'll tease us and not pull it over.
We had 420 viewers at once.
Oh no, that's right now. We were up to almost 600 earlier.
I know, but I was just the whole 420 number.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just funny.
Okay.
Let's see. New Tesla update came in the app during the live stream. LOL. That's epic. Let's see. Lucid vehicle, great car, and the battery technology, 500 miles, but Model S is the king in style. I will say...
I got it too. I just got a software update available.
And the Model 3 got an update. We're going to update cars
Thanks
real quick.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tesla, for the updates. Sorry, this could not be more boring watching us update our cars on our phone.
I hope it's not the pedestrian warning thing. Somebody earlier today said that on their 2016 Model X, the pedestrian warning system suddenly started making noise, which is really odd because, as far as we knew, there was no speaker on the old S or X.
Yeah, that's very odd.
We know that as of September 2020, all EVs newly produced have to make it. So it'd be interesting if this update would bring that. Hopefully not, because we don't know where to unplug the speaker.
Okay, I'm installing it on the 3. Are you installing it on the S?
I'm installing it on the S. I will be in 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Cool. Okay, sorry. Branson, can you shout me out? Branson Jr., thanks for watching. Did they say what size the battery pack was from On? I don't think they did. Did you hear that?
What did you say?
Did they say what size the battery pack was?
I think it was 113 kilowatts is what I saw.
Oh.
It was on the screen during the video sometimes. So it's slightly bigger than the S and X currently have, but not huge. But because they're more efficient, they're 71% or 17% more efficient.
I will say, we have here, Otis talking about the great UI. The UI looked pretty dope. It looked very similar to Tesla's, but maybe just elevated
Also
a
looked
bit.
kind of like the Karma one, where they were sliding. And I remember on Karma when we did the Karma Rivero or whatever, it was really similar.
So that'll be interesting. Model 3 dude said cry on stream. Laughy. I mean, if Tesla doesn't unveil the refresh S and X, you might see it. So it might be worth hanging out for that. Let's see. Tesla suffer from some potential customers as they have no physical buttons. So some buttons are nice. The steering wheel buttons I actually dig. The buttons I don't like are like the ones that aren't very tactile, that you have to like find something or like look over and get like on the screen or something. That is a distraction, not something.
What's with that roller thing that they had up there?
Yeah, I didn't care for those either.
They had something like in the above the screen that was like.
I think that was for I don't know, maybe I think it was temperature.
Oh, okay.
Still not a huge fan. Did anyone notice the CEO has some looks of Elon from Robin? I didn't, but I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that and see.
I noticed he had an accent. A lot of them had accents though.
Yeah. Let's see. Tesla needs to release the Roadster now, or I'm gonna have a mental breakdown from Branson Jr. I agree. I will have a mental breakdown as well. For what?
Because if the battery was 113.
How do we know it's 113?
Because it was on their video.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
And what was the range? Like 100 or 500 and.
The longest range, let me find that. Give me 1 second. Is 517 miles for the Grand.
Because they were
Touring.
talking about how it's like 4 miles per kilowatt hour, which is basically about what a Model 3 is capable. You can do even better than that, but it's rated at that.
Okay, a bunch of people in chat getting their updates for their Tesla. Congratulations. Great timing. Pete asked, does it have autopilot? It has a version.
Yeah, somebody said it's like Dream Drive or something.
Yeah. It's obviously not called autopilot, but a version. The 7 Cars says, what's your opinion on where the 17% efficiency gain over Tesla comes from? I mean...
Well, one thing they did say they had a larger... It does have a larger battery, but... Excuse me, larger capacity battery. It's if they're putting in 113, that would bump up the Tesla... You know, if Tesla put 113 kilowatt-hour battery in, they would get additional miles as well. Probably about 4... What would that be? Like 450? I don't know. I haven't done the math yet.
Wow, my notifications are blowing up. Wow, guys. Let's see. The newest update, by the way, that we just got pushed to a couple cars is 2020.36.3.1. Steve said, did Elon tweet during the Lucid event? I did not get a notification.
Tesla would be getting about 450 or so at that rate, if they bumped it up to 113 as well.
Yeah. Let me see where I'm at. Giresh, hopefully I pronounced that right, said, will you gents be doing a battery day live stream? Yes, very similar to this, but battery day. Hopefully we have a little bit more to say about that.
I'll be wearing plaid, probably.
And we will be wearing plaid. And if we don't see that, I will be very disappointed.
Scott sent some pictures, but they were not pictures I expected. No, he should have sent pictures from the... We were going to share some pictures of the snow in the front yard because we got a lot of snow, but...
I can't share those.
He didn't send the right picture, so... Yeah.
Let's see. Is it illegal for a factory-installed pedestrian warning system to be disconnected? By Pablo. No. The law currently states, from the best of my knowledge, again, asterisks, do your own research, that it has to be installed by the car manufacturer, but there's nothing that says that I, as an owner, can't unplug it. Let's see.
And it's still not fair that they don't make ICE manufacturers
I know.
Make their cars make noise.
Because they have like auto stop start and everything.
Yeah, but so they're not required to make noise, but they can be even quieter.
Frosty Flakes said pedestrian warning sound should be a mariachi band.
Probably.
That would be dope. Oh, Dan with the $4.99 in super chat. Thank you so much, Dan.
We were just chatting about you. You must have been.
Tagged me in Twitter. I'm gonna go look right now.
We were just talking about you, Dan, because somebody else said they just took delivery today too, and we're like, hey, isn't it Dan Sheffer supposed to take delivery today because it's Wednesday? Oh,
I'm looking right now.
Congratulations.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Oh, it got the white. Is it?
The white on white. Okay. I'm retweeting it, Dan.
Cool.
Congratulations. It looks beautiful. On the new Tesla.
Yeah, it was interesting when they were they had the multiple screens and they like swiped stuff from one screen down to the other.
If you're on Twitter, go like that retweet that I just did.
But they were talking about, I don't know, they wish they would have explained it a little more, but he was saying like you could see
swipe
it up there
up
and then swipe
down.
it down and then you can get the more detailed view on that. So it'd be interesting to see more of that interface.
Yep. Victor said, did you see them throw shade at Tesla on quality a few times?
More than once. But not just
Several.
quality. They were doing it like on the auto park when they were talking about not curbing your rims.
Yeah.
They're talking about on the quality and the build and yeah. There was more than one thing.
Yeah, there were a lot of jabs at Tesla.
Yet they stole their master plan.
I'm not saying anything great or bad about that. I'm going to let companies fight that out. I will say their jab about the paint kind of was a little funny. I kind of thought that was a little funny. James says, I think the Lucid just took 1% of Tesla sales and 50% of the Taycan.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Let's see where we're at.
What's the range on the Taycan, by the way?
I think it's under 300.
What is the Taycan? Is it full?
Here, type it in since you're there.
Is it?
Okay.
It's only 200. Wow. Yeah. I don't know why. It's only got a 200-mile range versus 500. So yeah.
Where's like?
It was
tech specs.
Yeah.
Range. I don't even see a range.
I saw it was like 201 whenever.
Range.
Yeah.
201 for the turbo.
And that's almost, that's a little bit cheaper than the Lucid Air.
But they have
Dream.
like 3 models. So let's look at this one. That's
range.
192.
Go back to the other.
Oh, we're going the wrong way.
Yeah.
And this range is...
Oh, it doesn't have one.
Not there. That's fun. Taycan 4S doesn't have range listed? That's stupid.
But yeah, so I could see them definitely stealing some of the market from the
Porsche,
Taycan.
yeah. T-Rex 36 said if they ever get rid of Falcon Wing doors on Model X, I'll cry, as will I. It seems like I'm going to be doing a lot of crying coming up, probably. Did it snow in your neck of the woods? Have you tried your Model Y in the snow and cold weather? So we actually tried our original Model Y in snow and cold weather.
Back in March or so.
But
April.
this one was just a quick storm. I'm actually looking outside right now.
Still snow left, but
still little snow, but nothing much on the road.
Yeah, we only got about 5 inches in the grass and stuff.
Yep. David says weren't one of those guys originally from Tesla? Several actually were. Yeah. Let's see. I'm still curious to know how they're going to deal with production, because that seems to be what hit Tesla the hardest. So if they can figure that out, that would actually be pretty impressive.
Well, it's also if they don't have any orders, then it won't be that difficult.
Yeah.
Or that many orders, I should say.
Abstract Ocean is in the chat again. Huge claps in the chat for them. Our channel sponsor said, aside from the interior, Tesla needs to step up the voice recognition, natural language, at least to Alexa, Siri, Google levels. Agreed. Yep. Let's see. Branson Jr. said just flew over the Tesla Gigafactory and Microsoft Flight Simulator. That's pretty cool.
Oh, neat.
Does it actually show the factory there? That would be awesome. Maybe I'll have to download that. Let's see.
Oh, somebody's asking if they have a 1/18 scale, if it would go with. Yeah, that'd be interesting to compare.
It would be very interesting to compare. I agree. Chagong says this is all positive. Elon puts out an update 10 minutes after it ends. This will push Tesla even forward. Yeah, it is pretty funny. I'm curious to know what that update has in it.
Oh, yeah. I think is it the same .3 that you already got in the Y?
It's a .3.1 though.
Oh, so probably just another bug fix.
Yep. Someone said the 4S has 221 miles of range. That range is just so minimal. That's the only thing.
That's like almost half of the S.
Yo. Let's see. Colin said, did you guys like the 90+ degree temperature on Monday to snow yesterday? Yeah, very trippy. Very trippy
big
here.
Temperature drop.
Yo. Budgie said hi. Welcome. Abstract Ocean again said, I think the summary is a bunch of Tesla execs made an exec version of the Model S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, remember the Model S years ago, you could get executive seats, which only had the seating for 4 like that. But they didn't recline nearly as nicely as the Lucid Air ones did.
Yeah. Aaron said, how long do you think it'll be until Lucid comes out with an SUV version like Tesla? Well, they debuted it.
Gravity, like a sneak
It's going to be called the Gravity. I guarantee you that one that we saw rolling is the only one. And probably, I'm going to go 4 or 5 years.
We'll see. I don't know.
I guess it depends how well they do. Let's see. Wow, I'm yawning. Sorry, it's been a long day at work.
He's asking where the Lucid retail store. I think they only have 1 or 2 so far. So they might have one in Denver eventually. They showed the map of where they're gonna have like 20-something locations.
I think they said by the end of like 2020 maybe or something
that'd
like
be
that.
Something I guess if we do. We haven't done much traveling recently, but if we do, we could definitely go by and stop by one of their existing locations.
I'm trying to look
Lucid Motor.
And see where those are supposed to be. Find studios and service center.
Oh, look, there's 21 locations.
Oh my god, I almost just spilled water everywhere.
Well, they have the Denver. So click on the Denver one. See what it says.
Oh, okay. It says studio. That's it.
But those roads don't look. Can you zoom in on the map?
No.
No, with the plus and minus. Is that really?
That's just the middle of Denver.
Well, they're not going to be in.
It's literally in the middle of Cheeseman
Park. Oh wow,
it's
in Cheeseman Park, so that's it's not going to be there.
Yeah. Oh, it was correction. They will have all these studios by the end of 2021.
Okay, so another year.
Yep. Lucid Air was the car Porsche should have designed. I agree.
Yeah.
Girish said Eric spilled his vodka. It's water, guys. It's sparkling water. I promise. Budgie said, I like your Tesla diecast cars. Thank you. Let's see. I think that's basically it. It's been an interesting night. We learned a lot about the Lucid.
Yeah, definitely had a really slick presentation, and it looks interesting car. I would definitely want to see one in person.
Yeah, definitely want to check it out, see how it actually feels. I want to race it. I want to see what I can do to get in behind the wheel and race it at Laguna. I'm going to work on that, and we'll have to report back, but hopefully some fun news.
We can sign up, though. We should contact them and see if we can get on a test drive or something, one of these
I mean,
days.
I can't leak it. Anywho, that's basically going to be it for the evening. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. A lot of great comments. A lot of fun stuff coming on here.
And it's good to see a lot of our regular viewers and here,
Yeah.
but we saw a bunch of new people tonight as well.
Yeah, so if you haven't yet, definitely smash that subscribe button, and the like button really helps out the channel. We will be back this weekend. Still not sure if it'll be Saturday or Sunday. Most likely Saturday. Need to figure it back out for our regular live stream. But until then, if you haven't already, definitely check out our channel sponsor, Abstract Ocean. You can accessorize your Model S, X3, and Y. They have all kinds of really cool stuff. I got a bunch of people now saying leak what? I can't leak it. That's the whole point. NDAs. That's all I have to say. But yeah, definitely check out our channel sponsor. They're awesome. They help make all this possible for you guys. As always, though, definitely smash that thumbs up button. That really does help the channel. And we will see you all this weekend. Bye.